Last we left off, our adventurers continued to investigate the strange murders that have been happening on the outskirts of Nighthallow. After defeating a cold light walker from the frozen lake, the group followed some tracks that led north through a frozen valley. It didn't take long before the group felt that they were being watched, and eventually realized that invisible creatures were tracking the group. However, it seemed that these invisible creatures could be seen via the reflections in the ice. After a tricky battle, the group continued to follow the tracks that led north until they found an ancient tomb. The doors of the tomb were once warded, presumably to keep people out, or to keep something in. The tomb was ominously titled, The Tomb of the Revenant. As the group entered the tomb, they encountered 4 sarcophagi, of which 3 were broken and glowing from within. The 3 broken sarcophagi contained the remains of black-robed individuals, with their rib cages broken open. The 4th sarcophagus was empty. Without much regard for stealth, Kime continued forward and interrupted a gathering of cultists. An older cultist with one eye that glowed with a blue glow was reading from a book about the Revenant and his 9 faithful. After a brief brawl, the leader attempted to flee, but was stuck in a hold person spell from Arvin and was eventually cut down. The group found 5 more broken sarcophagi and various books about the tomb from the cultists and a long-dead adventurer. After a brief review of these books, it became apparent that this cult was trying to raise the Revenant. It seemed as though they needed the 9 hearts of the faithful, plus a vassal to transfer the spirit, and a ritual that was within the cultist's book. The adventurer's book that they found spoke of greater powers at play, a whispering being, or also known as a keeper of secrets, along with another vengeful being, seeking that which he claims was once his. The final piece of information was that the Revenant could be banished only by killing the vassal with a blade made of pure ice. As the group moved toward the final room, they noticed a more elaborate sarcophagus, made of marble with a hand-carved statue resting with a sword in his hands. Around the sarcophagus were 8 black hearts, glowing softly in the cold. From behind the group, a voice broke the silence. The final heart of the faithful must be placed upon the dais. As a pale-skinned individual with icy blue eyes appeared from the darkness, a blade of pure ice grasped in his cold, dead hands. From 2 of the pillars nearby, the ice moves and pulls itself away, revealing 2 small winged creatures. And this is where we begin today's session. And I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
Those guys
Oh,
weren't there before. Oh no.
Ooh.
All right. We haven't had an opening this spicy in a while.
Or icy.
Oh.
Alright, as seems normal, Panoply, you're up first.
Has dude at bottom of stairs made any threatening moves? Is he raising his sword at us?
No, he has his blade drawn and is just staring at the satchel containing the black heart that Arvin has on him.
I'm going to Knock
Take it.
an arrow.
Wait, take it.
Take it.
I'm just kidding.
Ah!
I don't want it.
Knock an arrow, and I'm going to point at him and ask, "What is your intention?" And I just spin around and shoot the other direction at the mephit behind me.
All right.
Wow, these guys are easy
Wow.
to hit.
A 3 hits.
Oh my goodness.
And then, because it's an ambush, yeah. Oh shit! I gotta do the attack roll first, and then add that too. Someday I'll get this right. Hey, that hits. I guess it's dead now.
Oh.
That one just shatters into ice. However, the other ice mephit or mephit moves forward, flies forward.
You know what? I'm actually gonna stare at him, and then turn around and point my bow back at that dude with an arrow.
Have to target a creature 15-foot cone.
Oh no. Don't say words like that.
I think that just hits Arvin and Turxian. Did it request a saving throw from you two? Yeah. So this little frozen creature moves forward and it inhales and then exhales this breath of frost. And Arvin and Turxian both took 6 frost damage.
Ow, cold.
When you killed that other one, not only did it shatter into ice, but it kind of looked like it exploded into jagged shards of ice. Arvin, it is your turn. Sorry, actually, before we go too far, as Panoply kills that one mephit, and this one moves forward and breathes on you, and Panoply turns back and points her bow toward this individual, he does speak in a hushed tone in response to your question. To banish the Revenant once and for all. But then, in all of your heads, a much darker, deeper, ominous voice rings out. The last heart, the vassal, I shall control him. I shall be reborn. Arvin, your turn.
Guys, it sounds like someone we might want in our party. Let me go put this heart over there. No?
Deadpan
Okay.
stare. Deadpan stare.
I'm gonna cast Aid. And I think I can target 3 people. Let me check.
3 people are already under the effects of aid because it lasts for 8 hours.
Gotcha. Never mind. Not gonna do that. Thanks for reminding me, DM.
You cast it last year.
Wow, it's been a while. Okay, I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers. Sorry, I'm having a difficult time targeting at the moment. Okay, we go. Any saving throw from that dude? Ah, that seems pretty good.
He indeed saved. He still takes a little damage, but not much.
Okay, and then I want to move. Did that frost do anything to me? Slow me down or just damage?
Nope, just damage.
Just damage. Nothing to worry about. Okay, we're going to move further over here. And as a bonus action, I don't have anything available. Okay, my turn is done.
Is Gylfie's turn. One thing that Panoply and Gylfie would notice is that this individual, when he spoke, his eyes turned a very dark, almost inky black. When you heard the ominous voice speak out, that same individual's eyes glowed in that bright, icy blue glow. It is Gylfie's turn.
Okay. Gylfie will fly. Why are you doing that? At the ice method and use the help action for Kime. And then keep flying. That will end her turn.
Alright. Kime, it is your turn.
Kime will bonus action Echo. And attack the Mephit.
Good first roll of the year.
Wow.
In 2022, Kime does the critting.
And I think he's just gonna stay where he is right now. It's kind of in an awkward position.
Okay.
And that'll end this turn.
Turxian, it is your turn.
Okay. Turxian is going to cast Firebolt at the Mephit.
Oh!
Damn.
These dice are juiced.
And then he is going to move into the room and end his turn.
Right, when the Mephit dies, it explodes in a burst of jagged ice. Does your Echo use your saving throws?
Yes.
Alright, you need to make a dexterity saving throw. Alright, you are good.
Good job, Neo.
Sephek Kaltro's turn. You once again hear that dark, ominous voice. I shall be reborn into this vassal. And Sephek's eyes glow bright and blue, and he draws his blade up, and as he moves forward, arcs to swing at Panoply.
What a dick.
Hope you don't regret that decision not to run.
So first attack with the ice longsword. Good one for the DM. Second attack with the ice longsword.
Oh god. Oh god. Please don't make me regret it, Fate. I do wish to helishly rebuke him.
Sounds good.
Oh no.
Oh, how to turn tables.
Oh, this music is great.
Oh, I had myself targeted. Can you take 4 damage off me and put it on him? Wow, that's embarrassing.
Just shoot yourself in the foot?
Pretty much. Well, mainly I breathe fire on my own foot.
She shot
get
the
mad
arrow backwards
sometimes.
at herself.
Some reason that attack was missing some damage. There should be an additional 2d4 cold damage.
God damn it.
So I'll take that 4. Hey, it's like that 4 was supposed to happen.
4 for 4.
And after he swings at you, his eyes dim back into these inky black eyes. And he says, I must accept the Revenant, and then my vassal must be destroyed. Panoply, your turn.
Now,
Actually, sorry,
go ahead.
start of this, top of the round, I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, including Gylfie. Alright, so Turksian, you pass. Arvin, Gylfie,
Oh, my echo as well, or no?
and your Echo, yes.
First one was for me.
Arvin and Gylfie take 8 frost damage as the sarcophagus pulses a burst of freezing energy.
Oh, what? You want me to edit that?
Hi, Gylfie.
Yeah. Did you do it for yourself, Arvin?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Alright, Panoply, your turn.
Now, truly targeting herself, Panoply seems to take that cold energy and you see like a whip of wind around her. Just gonna cast Zephyr Strike. Okay. So Zephyr Strike is active. I don't exactly know how this takes effect because I don't want to attack with it yet. It's
Just
a
click
minute.
the X on it
Yeah, I
and then
did.
add it to your damage when you make your attack.
So she now does not incur opportunity attacks. It gets out. I guess I'll stay there because then I can see him and shoot him. We might need to take that sword, Kaim. Which is probably exactly what he's been waiting to hear.
Shoot him, shoot him!
Try to shoot him. Oh my god!
Kick him in the balls!
I'll try to shoot him in the balls. It
Oh!
didn't work. They're too small a target, dude. It's cold out.
Oh no.
Numb fingers.
That was pretty bad.
Sorry. That's my turn.
All right. Arvin, your turn.
So Zephyr Strike too?
Well, Zephyr Strike gives me a minute of not incurring opportunity attacks, and then I could choose on one thing to give advantage on an attack and have an extra attack modifier. But I don't want to do it yet.
Okay.
So I'm just used it to get the hell out of there.
Gosh, I feel like we need to get out of this room. He's guarding the stairs. Is there anywhere else around that looks like there's an easy way out, or is it just the stairwell that we can see?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Give me a minute here. I'm a little slow. Here we go.
Looks like that's the only way out.
Alrighty. Well, Dissonant Whispers again. Let's see if we can get him to fail his throw. Let's go. Let's go.
He did fail.
All
So he has to
right.
move away.
It is move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Okay. He seemingly runs down the hallway.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I want to get out, but if I go toward the stairs,
He's gonna come up and clean
he's gonna
you.
come up. But Kaim, you're gonna charge him after this, right?
Oh yeah, you bet.
Okay, cool. Well, I need to get out of this room for that frost shit's gonna be kicking our ass here. Is it 30 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Okay. Can the people get around me here?
Yeah.
Okay. My turn is over.
Whoops. Kaim, your turn.
Alright, so my Echo's gonna move over 30 feet. And gonna bonus action teleport. Did not work. Can't even target myself right now. Okay.
You're a ghost.
Thank you. I think that's 5 feet. I got 10 more feet. And I'm gonna move up right up to him. Say, hey buddy, you wanna pick on somebody your own size? And attack.
Kaim, he's our man.
Good rolls.
And I am going to end my turn there.
Solid hit.
And let me double check something. And bye bye Echo.
Turxian, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move 30 feet. And yeah, I need to get out of here. So we're gonna move another 25 feet. 5 feet, use my action to dash. And unfortunately, I think that's all I can do this turn.
Alright, Sephek's turn. Once again, his eyes glow bright blue, and you hear that ominous voice. You won't be able to defeat me. As he swings his ice sword.
Oh,
He's really proficient with it.
come on,
And
Kaim.
a second attack.
Dodge.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge an ice sword.
That had to be close.
the top of the round panoply, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You go, girl.
You are fine. You notice that the ice shards, or the ice energy, is blocked by these pillars.
Hmm.
And that the black hearts are pulsing stronger. And as Sephek ends attacking Kaim, his eyes go back to the inky black, and once again he says, "You must let the Revenant take me, and then destroy this vassal." Panoply, your turn.
I will move.
Are there any hearts along the way?
There's 8 around this sarcophagus.
And I'm going to whisper to Arvin, since I'm not close to him. Do we let him?
No, I feel like, I don't know, can you tear a heart off a pillar or something?
Do you have fire? You could burn it.
Corbin, I got no fire! I got no fire, Corbin!
Trixie, can you burn a heart? And I'm gonna shoot this guy we're fighting because I don't know what else to do.
Ooh.
Big rolls. Anything else on your turn?
Do you think we could take a Revenant, guys? Like, are we supposed to let him get the Revenant and then we kill the Revenant?
I feel like that's a bad
What
idea.
does a Revenant do, guy? I'm like yelling at this guy. Panoply's not sure what to do.
Get a hold of yourself.
Alright. Arvin's turn.
God, Arvin has nothing. Alright. Arvin's gonna use Vicious Mockery.
So he fails, so his next attack is at disadvantage.
Yeah. And that's 15, 20, 25, 30. My turn is over.
Oops. Kaim, your turn.
Kaim's gonna slash at Sephek. And also bonus action, a new echo. Or over here. Just in case. And that'll end this turn.
Turxian, your turn.
Turxian's gonna call out to Sephek. Sephek, if you want us to destroy the vassal, we need the sword. Give us your sword and come with us. We will help you. Can I roll a persuasion check or something?
Yeah.
Sweet. Shit.
His eyes, while black, his voice speaks out. He controls me. And then his eyes burst into that blue, almost a blue flame once again. And you hear the ominous voice. No. Anything else on your turn?
Is that my action trying to do persuasion check? Alright, then I will firebolt him.
All right. As you hit him with the firebolt, Kaim, you notice that where the firebolt hits, it chars. And you've been noticing that his body, the ice has been reforming around the wounds across his body. But where the firebolt hits, for just a flicker of a moment, it chars and the ice sort of stops regenerating there. But because of the cold, it doesn't look like it completely stops him from healing his wounds over with the ice. As Sephek, as his eyes glow bright once again, and that ominous voice rings out with a no, he swings his ice sword at Kaim once again.
Disadvantage.
Hey! Oh yeah. We'll make the second roll the, Okay, it hits, but it's not a crit.
Sorry, I didn't help out very much.
And then his second attack is normal. Ooh, that hits. Once again, after he attacks Kaim, his eyes go black once again. You must defeat me and then destroy this vassal once the ritual is complete. At the top of the round, something would happen, but all of you are out of range or Panoply is hiding behind the pillar. Once again, a burst of frost energy emanates from the sarcophagus throughout the room, but the pillars, Panoply, you notice, do block it. So none of you have to make saves. Panoply, it is your turn.
Where's Arvin?
I am right next
Around the
to
corner.
Dirksian.
Okay. Can't you make him give it up? Kind, just take it. And then I'm just gonna shoot him again.
Oh no, it's so cold.
Oh, it's so cold.
Shaky fingers. Arvin, your turn.
Oh my gosh. Alright, we're gonna use Healing Word on Kaim. But it says I don't have a first level spell slot available. I have a second level spell slot.
You can upcast it.
Yeah. How do I do that?
I believe when you click on it, there's a drop-down option.
Ah, thank you.
It changed it. That's weird. Okay, plus 10. Have to go back in and fix that. Anything else on your turn?
Yep. Can I try to persuade Mr. Kaltro to drop his sword again?
Yeah,
Okay. Perception. Or, sorry.
persuasion.
Persuasion, yeah. Come on, Silver Tongue.
So you automatically count as rolling a 10, right?
Yeah.
And what's your plus? 9? 19? His eyes go inky black, and he looks at you, and he says, I can drop it once you defeat me, and then you must complete the ritual and stab it through my heart.
Noted.
Kaim, your turn.
Okay, Echo's gonna move up, and I'm going to unleash an incarnation. And I'm going to attack by me and my Echo at the same time.
Okay. He's looking rough.
And I'm going to bonus action Second Wind. And that'll end my turn. I don't have extra surge.
Okay. Turksian, your turn. He's looking pretty rough.
Was Kaim the only one that saw the ice not form when I firebolted him?
You would have noticed it at that point too. And Panoply would have noticed it. Arvin wouldn't because he was behind a pillar.
Sure. Alright, and I'm going to firebolt him again.
Once again, the charred skin around where the firebolt hits the ice that's trying to reform around his body stops. However, on his turn, his eyes once again glow a bright blue as he swings at Kaim. Missing, and swings again. Failing.
Whew. Get that shield up.
Alright, Panoply, you notice the burst of energy behind you, but it doesn't reach past the door. It is your turn.
Panoply heard him and will use the Zephyr Shot effect to kill him real good.
Double ones. Double ones. Well, that's a nat 20.
And situational bonus is a 1d8, I think, for a Zephyr Shot. Extra 1d8.
I believe so.
Yup. Oh, it's good.
That was a lot of dice.
You see the arrow pierce into his neck, and this raspy gurgle. There's no blood that comes out of him. But shards of ice fleck off of his skin in this raspy gurgle as he drops the sword to the ground. Complete the ritual and use the sword.
Can Kaim,
And his
I'm
can Kaim
body
rush
just
over?
thumps to the ground.
with my extra 30 feet of movement. I'm going to run to Kaim and give me that heart.
I don't have the heart.
You don't? Who had it? Arvin?
Arvin.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I'll run in that direction then. Give me that heart.
Ah, sure. Here.
And can I do I have to wait for my turn, or can I grab the sword now?
We'll do it in initiative order.
Okay.
Or loosely in initiative.
Can I see
So-
which of these is lacking a heart?
Yeah, so it's sort of just the circle, the second circle around him, and we'll just roll a d10.
Oops. Here we go. 6.
Okay, so right here is missing a heart.
I think, yeah, I can make that. I just like shake out the sack with a gross heart in it and plop it on there.
Gonna talk
Yeah.
about this first?
As you plop it on the dais, the heart. You notice the other hearts they're almost like glued to the dais with ice, and this one immediately, it was already frozen, but ice just starts to accumulate around it and into the stone and almost like attach itself to the stone, and it starts pulsing again, and now all of the hearts start what you can only think of as they start beating. Arvin, what would you like to do?
I don't know. This lady came and stole my heart. What's going on?
Aw.
Don't really want to take any action at the moment other than hoping we can slow down and not make any rash decisions, but it looks like that's already done, so I guess we'll just wait and see what Kaim wants to do.
Alright, Kaim, what do you want to do?
Alright, Kaim is going to pick up the sword.
Okay. It is cold. Very cold.
He's gonna fight through it, look over to Panoply, and see that can he see that the heart has been placed?
Yep.
And he's gonna say, I don't remember, am I supposed to do it now? After? And he says, fuck it, and he's gonna bring down the sword on Sephek's heart.
Okay. You bring down the blade, and the blade pierces into his body. Nothing happens.
Bro, it's gonna be the thing over there in the sarcophagus.
Fuck. Okay. So,
I think. I don't know.
That's so kind.
Or like he was gonna go lay down in the sarcophagus and it was gonna inhabit his body.
so we need to bring his body over?
If you want, do you want this thing coming back? We don't have to kill it. It seems like something we could just avoid completely.
I don't know, was there anything in the books that said what we had to do?
I feel like no one's here, no one's raising this thing from the dead. We could take a step back, maybe try to figure it out. But that was before Panoply rushed over and tried to...
I feel like Arvin's
Kill
sitting
us
here
all.
trying to convince us all. There were people from town were coming.
Oh my gosh, this just seems
Alright,
like a terrible idea.
while they're arguing with each other, what would Turxian like to do?
From the books that we found in the journals we found in here, were there any descriptions of what actually pertained to the ritual?
Yeah, there's an actual ritual at the back of the cultist's book, and thumbing through it at ultra fast book nerd speed. Basically, you get the gist. Well, roll an Arcana check. All right, you get the gist from the ritual without completely reading it. It's something to do with the 9 hearts of the faithful surrounding the sarcophagus, the body of the vassal laid beside it, and then recite the lines of the ritual, and the Revenant shall rise again. Something along those lines.
Great. So then Turxian will call out, Kaim, carry the body towards the sarcophagus.
Oh
I
my
have-
god!
I have to read this passage from the journal. When I nod to you, start plunging the sword down into his heart.
What? Not now. He'll pull back up the sword.
I will give you the signal when we're ready.
All right. Well, Kaim will drag the body over.
Alright, you can do so at 30 feet.
Um.
So just place your guy where you want to be and I'll move the token.
I guess I can't bonus action teleport. Okay. Yeah.
Don't think you can teleport with something else. I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay. Top of the round, Panoply, make a Constitution saving throw.
Get it, get it.
Oh, are you there?
Man down.
Well, I'll have her roll that after. So we'll go loosely here. What would you all like to do at this point? You basically have another turn.
Hide behind a pillar.
Oh, you're
Too
back.
late.
I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of the round.
Okay.
Ooh,
It hurt.
2d4.
It hurt.
Okay, you take 4 frost. I'll do that. Okay, so you want to hide behind the pillar. Anything else on your turn, Panoply?
How bad does Kaim look?
I mean, he looks pretty good for Kaim.
Got a little rough, but I'm healed up a bit.
Okay, that's good then. I'm just like having an arrow ready.
All right,
80%.
Arvin, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna chip in one more time to everybody. I think this is a terrible idea. There's no rush. There's no cultists around. There's no one else that's gonna put this last heart up there. We can back up. We can heal up. We can take a little breather. We can rest. We can come back to this guy if you guys want to stab someone later. But if you want to go ahead, it's not like I'm gonna tackle y'all. Just want to throw in my 2 cents. Now I'm hanging back down here by the stairs.
All right, Kaim and then Turksian.
You guys hear that? Sounds like a little bitch.
He might have a point, but
Bro,
like
that thing raises up. Anything could happen. It could cast. It could expel a huge cold energy. Maybe you want to have the sword sticking in its heart the second you recite that before you even finish it. I don't know.
can we do
Turksian,
that?
you're hearing all of this. What would you like to do?
I guess start making my way towards the room while I thumb through the book, trying to at least get an idea of what I'm going to read and see if I can make any hazard tales of it. But that's as far as I want to come into the room for now.
Okay.
Also, I can't see my echo, but I want it within 30 feet of me.
Oh, okay. Top of the round, I need Kaim make a Constitution saving throw.
He's become one with the sword.
I'll just put the echo there so it's within 30 and but hiding.
I'm a little
All right.
frostbitten, but I'm good.
Same stuff. Kaim, you're just hanging out holding the sword.
Yep.
Turksian's talking, Panoply's chilling.
Or not chilling?
Or sorry, Arvin's talking. What does Turksian want to do?
I want to I don't know. I'm trying to look at the ritual to see if I can understand more about it, or if it truly is just to bring him back from the dead.
Yeah, as you're looking through it some more, it kind of just seems like some basic necromantic ritual that is almost a reincarnation, but instead of needing like an alive body to reincarnate into, or a simulacrum or something like that, it requires the body of an undead vassal.
Okay.
And that the soul of the Revenant will inhabit the vassal. And that's kind of what you get the gist of.
Sure. And then I'll look up. Are we doing this? We need to come to a decision.
I'm ready to stab it. Let's go.
Panoply?
I mean, if it's that easy. I don't. It just seems like if we wait, like, where's all this stuff coming from? Was it cultists? She's
You
confused.
notice that the Sephek's body and wounds are starting to cover up in ice, and ice is starting to, like, essentially push out the scars.
Guys, we're running out of time. It's now or never.
Guess Turksian starts reading. I don't know how long this is, if it's going to go through a whole round or not.
It looks like it would be about 2 turns to read. 2 rounds.
Okay, I'll start reading.
Okay. So we'll go through this again. Kaim, just make another Constitution saving throw. Ooh, teetered on the 2. You are fine. Arvin's pleading his case. Panoply's just, mediating.
You guys could just take the body and tie it up with rope, even though it's healing. We can just bring it outside, put it next to a bonfire, have a cup of hot chocolate, talk it over. Oh, Tirksian's still reading. Okay.
All right, Tirksian, if you want to finalize the ritual, roll an Arcana check. All right. Tirksian reads this book, and as you read the ritual, your voice sort of gets louder and louder, and the room pulses this blue, cold light more brightly. And as you say the final words, it almost goes silent within. And Kaim, you see this dark object rise up from the sarcophagus and wisp around for what feels like an eternity to you. And then the face within the shadow turns toward you, and the vassal sees the vassal, and in an instant the shadow penetrates into the vassal, and you just see the ice around the body reform and then slowly melt away. What do you want to do, Kaim?
I'm going to lift up the sword and stab it right in the center of the chest.
You all see Kaim raise the sword, plunge it down, and as the sword delves deep into the chest of Sephek Kaltro, you actually feel the tip of the blade crunching and cracking until basically you have slammed the entirety of the blade into this body up to the hilt. And you're actually pushed back 5 feet as the blade in the hilt explodes and shatters. And you take 4 frost damage. I'll do that. As you are pushed back, and you see the body of Sephek Kaltro sort of convulse as the body then starts reaccumulating the ice. And you notice that the ice also starts pouring out from the wound in the chest cavity of Sephek Kaltro, almost like a flowing lake, but as it pours out, it immediately turns into ice until eventually the entire body is consumed in a solid block of ice. You wait a moment, another moment, and then you hear cracking. Soft at first, then more and more and more. And as you look at the body of Sephek Kaltro, the shards of ice continue to crack until eventually the entire block falls to the ground at once in millions of tiny shards of ice. And there is no body left. And the 9 black hearts around the dais also shatter into a million black shards of ice.
See, it was fine, Arvin.
You got lucky this time.
You could firebolt that, just in case. Like that ice. It's cold in here.
How is the temperature? Is it still cold in here? Is it warming up?
It actually feels like it is immediately warming up.
Turksine wants to go look inside the sarcophagus. Is the top still on it, or?
The top is still on it.
I'll help you.
Okay. Oh, maybe we want to just investigate it before we open it. Make sure it's not trapped or warded in any way. See if I can see any sort of inscription on it. Anything to kind of learn a little bit more about who or what the Revenant may have been.
Okay, make a investigation check. It does look like the sarcophagus was once upon a time warded, but just like on the doors, they look inert. There is a story on the sarcophagus, and essentially it speaks of some sort of knight. Seems to be a champion of some long lost, forgotten frost maiden or frost goddess. The the literal meaning of this sentence is a little hazy. But it looks like he fell in battle and that the goddess gave him a second chance at life, but it was a false life. And because he was essentially betrayed, or what he felt was a betrayal, the rest of his undead existence, he became a revenant, trying to seek out this frost goddess. And in his time of being a revenant, it seems that he made some interesting allies in the time. After that, there's damage on the sarcophagus, so the story is sort of broken in places, but you get the idea that he was hunted down, but he had 9 faithful followers, and he scattered them so that he could not be destroyed. But that in order to bring him back, that the love of his 9 faithful was required for him to rise once again.
Maybe we shouldn't open it. I think there's been enough craziness in this whole thing. I don't think he'd come back again, but I don't see what there would be to gain by disturbing it.
I mean, somebody will eventually, is all I'm gonna say. But that's a good story. You should make a song out of that, Arvin.
He's too busy whimpering in the other room.
He's listening. I can see him.
Noted. Noted from a distance.
I mean, it was just. Do you know how, like, you have a shot, and if you miss your shot, like, you don't get another shot? I just felt like this guy's pulling people from town, right? Like, what if he controls one of us? Or what if another person shows up while we're resting? We have to kill, like, a townsperson.
Hey, it was a tough call. Looks like you guys have made the right one.
Your captain seemed to be next online, too.
I still think it's so weird he's here.
Do you guys want to talk about that before we head back to town?
I look at Kime.
Was there anything remaining of the sword or the body or any of the hearts?
Nope. They shattered into thousands upon thousands of tiny little crystal shards that are now melting.
Or stuck in Kime's body? But we need something to turn in as evidence to the captain for anything that we've gone through.
We have the cultists' journals.
That is something.
I mean, this place isn't that far from town, right?
That's
No?
true. Just thought if we had like a sword or something, you know?
That's why I think somebody's gonna come out here and open this. I don't know if it should be us. Maybe something terrible will happen, and we just leave it for somebody else to deal with. I'm okay with that.
We can scout around a little bit more, but I think we already thoroughly investigated everything around here.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of broken sarcophagi.
You notice that all the glowing in the sarcophagi is gone, and as you peek in them, there's just a puddle of water.
There's some bad wine in the other room we could take for evidence.
And the cold mist that was in here is gone.
Turksian, are you set on not opening this sarcophagus? I'm kind of curious.
Just to note, I'm not in a great place physically right now.
Do you need this? And I'll hold up my healing potion.
Well,
Why
not
don't
just
we-
that, I just don't have anything available right now.
Do we want
Oh.
to take a... Why don't we take a... Just sit down and rest for, an hour, and we can talk about it during that
It's
hour.
really late. We could set up camp outside.
Yeah, I could use a rest for sure.
Do that, too.
Kime will walk over, put a hand on Arvin's shoulder, heal him a
Thank you.
bit.
Let's just go right outside, and then we can sleep the rest of the night. Decide what to do in the morning when it's daylight, you know?
Yep, I second that.
I can take first watch. I don't feel so bad, honestly.
So you all want to take a long rest?
Outside, like we're gonna go right outside here and set up a camp, not inside the tomb because it's creepy.
I assume it's pretty late. Or early at this point.
Yeah, it is. It is.
In the AM at some point.
Is after 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I would say right here is a good spot. Good vantage
I would
point.
say the one thing we may want to think about is I don't know what time the patrols come, but there is that frozen corpse on the other side of the lake. Patrols are going to find that, and if they see us camping right across the lake, we might be in for a rude awakening.
We could try and thaw him out with a fire.
They said they were unable to thaw the bodies at all. Actually, that's a good point, DM. With everything thawing and there's the corpse on the other side of the lake still a block of ice? Or did he thaw?
Do you want to go check it out? This area that was iced over is starting to look like a swamp. The fog is gone.
I mean, at the very least, you could just hide the body.
It's kind of a large ice cube.
Eh.
Or was. If it's just a body, we should just lay it straight and be respectful. I mean, people like that, right?
I don't remember. Where was the body? Was it here
It's in the
somewhere, or
lake.
was it another map?
It's
It
gone.
was one map to the south. This is where we fought the invisible dudes. The main lake is where the body was at.
And the lake is completely
there's two of me.
defrosted.
There's two of me.
Echo? Echo?
It wasn't.
Oh, there's two of Turksian too. Ah, Gylfi came back from the dead. Nope, there he's gone.
Oh, poor Gylfi. Are you okay with that?
The corpse is defrosted.
Guys, it's not an ice cube.
Is it a corpse? Like, fully dead?
It is a fully dead, soaking wet corpse.
Does it have anything valuable on it?
Oh my god, Kaim.
My
Do
kind
you
of
wanna
question.
check?
Hell yeah.
What was that?
Don't be obvious, though. Don't be obvious.
Or do you
I'm
wanna
gonna check for a patrol right now. Perception.
I want to check for stuff.
Yeah, has a gold piece, 5 silver, 3 copper.
Worth it. Oh my god, panel.
It's to check if there's a patrol watching you while you're doing this.
You do not see one.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Well, let's... Here. I'll take his head, pull his feet down, and we'll cross his arms on him, and maybe we should cover him with something? Maybe have like a spare cloak?
And also, what day is today? Monday?
Phew, well, it's Tuesday somewhere.
Should be Sunday morning.
Yeah, it's Sunday because the stuff
Yes,
was going on.
it is Sunday morning.
Okay.
Took you a little while to get down this way, but it's after 3 o'clock on Sunday morning. So what else do you plan to do?
Shall we just take our long rest and then head back to town? Do we need to update the hermit on Sephek Kaltro? No,
Eventually.
right?
I think we need to do town stuff first.
I guess
I-
my concern, still is the guards are going to come find this body. I don't know if we want to just be sleeping near the body when they find it.
If we're watching over the body, that's not bad though.
Yeah, and they know that we're investigating for Captain Terhold.
Plus, Kaima's blood all over his nose, like from getting smacked there. I mean, it's not like we don't look like we haven't been in a fight.
I can talk people down.
Okay. Well, if you guys want to set up camp here, we can.
I don't want to go to the Nighthallow because isn't there a thing Sunday mornings? I don't want to like show up in the middle of a thing.
You guys all down on the next map?
Yeah, the lake one.
Okay. I'm chilling with Echo right now.
We're in Frozen Lake,
Okay. Oh. Ah!
all the way to the south.
Being teleprompted.
Alright, so you want to make camp here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. And it's what, like Panoply? Then who does watch after Panoply?
I'll do it.
I'll cover him with like a relax out, like something over his face, just to be polite, Coin.
I'll
I'll put
take-
coins on his eyes.
I'll take third.
Okay, Kaim, during your watch, a patrol does come.
Oh boy. Okay. Do they approach us?
Yes. And it's just a patrol of Nighthallow militia.
Okay. And I'll be like, hello there. Can I help you?
Doing our patrol rounds, usually something bad happens here on a Sunday morning. What are you all doing out by the lake?
We were doing the investigation for Captain Terheld, and unfortunately, yep, something bad did happen.
I kind of look around. It's kind of odd. Usually, when we do this patrol, the lake's still a little bit frozen. It looks normal.
It was a whole ordeal. I believe we were able to resolve the situation. We just got back from doing that, and we just needed a rest. We'll be reporting back to Captain Terheld after the fact. After we all wake up.
Right. What were your names?
Kaim, Stormbreaker, Panoply, Turxian, and Arvin. Terheld knows us.
There's another person there. You said 4 names, and there's
Yep.
you plus 4
This-
lumps.
This person was one of the people, unfortunately, part of the tragedy that usually happens that's inflicting trouble on Nighthallow.
Usually they're like basically a block of ice.
And they thawed out once we resolved the situation.
Right. Not gonna lie, it's a little weird that you're sleeping with a dead body, but
We were going to bring it back to town and save you the trouble, but if you want to do that for us, I'm not going to complain.
yeah, let us do that because not to, be rude here, but, walking back into town with a corpse might raise a few eyebrows.
Yep, go for it. Just make sure you let Terhild know exactly what happened here, what I said, and we'll meet back up with them once we make our way to Nighthallow.
Right, it was Storm, Kindbreaker, Panoply, Marvin, and Turxian.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. You guys were on the weird ice cube mystery. Got it, and this body is not an ice cube, and the lake's not frozen. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take this body off your hands, and it's weird that you're sleeping out here, but you do you.
No problem. Be a little bit quiet, please. My folks are trying to get a long night's rest here.
Yeah, sure, cool. All right, go talk to the captain when you get back.
Will do.
They just drag the corpse.
Come on, guys.
One
Be a
of the
little
guys is like-
respectful.
One of the guys is like, it was fucking wet. I was like, better than being an ice cube. Other than that, you finish your part of the watch. Turxian's watch goes unhindered, and you finish your 8 hours, and you can all take the long rest on your character sheet.
Yay.
And I think that's a good moment to take a break.
All right.
Alright, so everybody has taken their long rest. It's about 11:20 in the morning on a Sunday. It is no longer cold around here, as it is a nice summer day. Arvin is humming to himself.
All is right in the world.
Doesn't sound robotic.
I mean Simon, not Arvid.
Did I say Arvin?
I'm humming too, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Simon's humming to himself, and it actually sounds quite nice.
I mean, you just copy whatever I'm singing.
Hey, Simon, what song is that? Pretty catchy.
He, like, stares at you, and his eyes, like, flicker, and then looks at you. What do you mean?
That tune that you're humming.
I don't remember. I can hum again. Hmm. And this time it sounds horrible and robotic.
I think it's better when you don't think about it.
It's
Hey, do you
better
want
than Arvin at least.
do you
Ooh,
want
ouch.
some clothes, Simon? Like instead of that sack?
He, like, looks at himself.
Like I could buy you a robe or something. Like
That would be nice.
okay.
And then you could be more in the open and run around with us.
I can't run.
You could scoot around with us.
I can walk.
Fair enough.
Okay, to town. Then talk to the captain and buy Simon a robe.
Are we going back to town, or are we going to check out
Do
that
you wanna
sarcophagus?
do you still wanna open that, Kime?
I do, just for my sanity's sake.
How much rope do we have? Like could we tie a rope around it and like pull on it and not be right next to it?
You could do that.
Yeah, I have 50 foot of rope.
I would feel better about that. Can we do that? Take that, or we could hide behind the pillars just in case.
Yeah, absolutely. For the sake of brevity, you all do that. Wrap the rope around the statue and pull it, with Kaim helping. It's fairly easy, just a couple tugs. The marble lid comes off, crashes onto the floor. Good chunk of it breaks. Nothing happens.
I'll walk over and peek inside.
Wait. Let Turxian, like, can you do that thing where you know if something's magic?
Yeah. You
Get your
guys,
face out of there, Kaim.
Kaim, can you wait 10 minutes?
9.5.
Take the rest of that rope and tie him up. Turxian will spend 10 minutes ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic, and there's no magic.
I'm not sensing anything, so
Kind of rushes over and looks
Okay,
inside.
fine.
There is a puddle of water inside the tomb.
He'll stick his hand in there, try to feel for something.
It's wet.
Fine, my curiosity is satisfied. We can go back to town.
Oh,
Hey, you could take that corner of that marble with us. Why don't you carry that?
No, thank you.
I mean, that's a thing we could bring, though.
man, sounds like Kaim needs a bowl of porridge to drip around. It's pretty sad right now.
He did think he was going to get that sword, and then it kind of melted.
Oh
Panoply
no.
is literally laughing at him.
Simon walks up to Kaim and pokes him. I was made to suffer too.
Good company you have there.
That actually made Kaim smile a bit.
Alright, ready to head back into town?
Let's do it.
Alrighty, takes you a little while to get into town. You guys going straight to the captain?
Yeah, I think that's the best idea, honestly,
Yeah.
guys.
You stashing Simon in your bag?
For now, yes. Let me get
Sorry,
him
man.
some appropriate attire.
Right after this, I'll go buy you something. Do you have a favorite color?
I will think about that. Alright, so it takes you about 2 hours to get back to the captain. As you enter his office, he looks up at you all and says, "Funny you should be here. The weirdest thing happened. One of the dead bodies that was in the morgue, there was a block of ice, suddenly defrosted. And usually it takes 9 days, and this was only 7.
Did the guards bring another body to you again this morning?
Well, they didn't bring it to me, like, directly. They took it to the morgue. I mean, I don't need corpses going in and out of the garrison, but they
Right.
mentioned a corpse that was not a block of ice. And weird thing, I could have sworn your name was Storm or Kaim Stormbreaker, and your name was Arvin, but they said Marvin and Storm.
Yeah, your guards don't pay too much attention to the details, apparently.
Oh, well, that makes sense. So, okay. I was thinking I lost my mind there. I mean, a lot of names around, but good to make sure got the book straight here. So, they said that the lake wasn't frozen anymore?
Yeah, I'd just like to explain the entire story to the captain, how we arrived at a frozen lake, were greeted by a frozen body, followed it into whatever building that was, battled with a Revenant creature, found another dead body, and then that was picked up by the guards and brought back here. And here we are.
And we'd also show him the books that we found along the way.
He's sort of jotting things down here and there and attempting to look really attentive. Every once in a while, you can tell that he's trying to like put two and two together, and he's like, "That's kind of weird and doesn't make sense." And then you give him which of the books do you give him?
We had two, right? One was the adventurer's journal from the previous adventure that had been in there, and the other was like the cultist Bible, essentially.
Yeah. Yep.
Seeing from looking through theirs, was there anything that I was able to tell that might make them worthwhile to hang on to, or would I have just given them both?
The adventurer's diary might be interesting and might possibly be beneficial. It doesn't really have anything about a cult or anything like that in there.
Okay, yeah, I'll just give the cultist Bible then.
He like takes a handkerchief to touch it. That's a little weird. I might need somebody else to look through that one. Well, it's quite a story, and I mean, it lines up with the fact that, the ice cube body is no longer an ice cube body, and then the corpse that we expected to be an ice cube at the frozen lake that's no longer frozen came back as just a wet corpse as opposed to a frozen corpse. And I mean, I would say that based on your story in this book, and once again he like holds it with almost a cloth and just shoves it into the corner of his desk. It's like, somebody will take that later. It's weird. To say that murder mystery is solved. I mean, right? That you guys think it's solved, right?
Yes, sir. It looks like everything's taken care of. It was a lot of hard work going out there.
Oh, well, I mean, guess you all expecting payment. I mean, I'd be expecting payment. So it was 50 gold for concrete evidence, and then, well, you guys solved it, so that would be an additional on top of that. So if we, add carry the one and do the thing. Okay, so this is what I can do for you. You'll get 50 gold no matter what. And then you have a choice. You can either take 2 healing potions and a greater healing potion, or I can give you 250 gold on top of that 50. So essentially, we're talking 50 gold plus some healing potions and a greater, or 300 gold.
One moment while we discuss.
Trixie, do you know what those are worth? Can you add it up?
And we know off the top of our head from Herbert's store.
I'm gonna go out on a
Yes.
limb and say Turkson would have no idea what those would be worth.
I think the regular ones are 50.
Yeah, the regular ones are 50, but
The greater healing was 200. So essentially,
Make a little bit more in potions, but
yeah, it's technically a little bit more in potions.
gold might be more worthwhile if we already have enough potions, which I think we got like 4 or 5. 4
4.
I've got
Does
one.
everybody have one?
I don't think we could ever have enough potions.
But can we ever have enough gold? Like, we're gonna have to get Gilfy back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, gold won't do you any good if you're dead.
Truth. That's good truth.
That is truth, but we are here at Nighthallow. Very healthy at the moment.
I mean, is anybody terribly short on gold? I would say just take the potions. If anybody really wants the extra money, though.
Any thoughts?
Hey, Captain, maybe one more potion? One for each of us?
He looks at you. I mean, I really appreciate everything you've done here, but I mean, I have to set standards, and it don't exactly have a infinite amount of, gold and potions. I mean, I'm gonna have to ask the governor for, a little bit more money. Normally, we don't have mercenaries just, like coming in and clearing out the job board like that.
No problem. We don't want to
Exactly.
stress you out here.
However,
Oh,
we have proven ourselves pretty reliable, which could prove useful to you. You might have jobs in the future that might need our assistance, and going this extra mile for us might be worthwhile for you.
I mean, I get your point, but I mean, you're still kind of new here, and I mean, he starts like bite his finger. I mean, I could add like, starts doing math again.
Like guys, like are we gonna need those potions eventually anyway? That's the thing, because it's like then you just don't buy them later on. Do we need to have like immediate gold needs? Like, does somebody like is it a big deal? Because we'll make more gold, right? I assume.
I'm more worried about getting back to our home and seeing what's going on there. And how much would an airship cost to get there?
And Captain like stops counting his fingers. An airship, whoa, those are expensive. I think you can like go up. Well, I don't actually know where the nearest port is for airships.
I guess that should be something we figure out sometime.
Start getting gold together for a future trip.
I mean,
I have one potion. I'm okay with putting the gold in the pot if you guys want to, as long as you guys are okay on potions as well currently.
I have a potion, and I would be good with gold.
I have a potion. Do you have a potion, Turxian?
I think so. Fucking thought I had one.
Yeah, you have one.
Cool.
Then it's settled to 300 gold.
Okay.
At least that way, when we do need the potions, we can always buy it when we need it.
So it's
Unless we're dead.
Oh, don't die.
Yeah. All right, Captain. We accept your offer of gold.
Oh, good. Brain was starting to hurt there. All right, here's 300 gold. I overheard what you said earlier about, I mean, if you're dead, you don't need gold. Always have a couple copper pieces on you. Rumor has it that when you die, you need some money to pay the boatmen to sail to the underworld.
our grandma told us that. Like we learned that.
Yeah, I'm not overly religious, but I mean, they just always say that.
We've got our care on money now. Thank you, sir.
I think it's like a copper piece for each eye. What happens if you have like one eye? I don't know. It's weird.
Well,
Half
before
a
we
copper.
leave, Captain, before we get too distracted, you had nothing else that you were worried about around town?
I mean, I'm sure something will come up, and like there'll be a job board, and I mean, you guys are fine folk, and if you keep doing stuff, maybe I can, give you a little bit more. But I mean, you're still new to town, and yeah.
Fair enough. Don't stress yourself. Seem like you got a lot on your mind. Just thought we'd check while we're here.
Still got a moose.
Speaking of new people, have you seen a new individual come into town? Might have come around by the name of Captain. God damn it, Skittleby.
Stump. Yeah. Kind of a little rotund around the waist.
Captain Stump Kettleby.
Yeah, he was looking through some mercenary board jobs, and I think he was trying to like hire a group together and maybe do some work.
Okay, that's good to know. We're gonna see if we can find him.
Yeah, sure.
But I think that'll be all, unless you guys have anything else. We can go check the job board again, see what's up.
Yeah, might be best to regroup at the inn too, or tavern.
I'm gonna go by the store real quick. And I'm like, how tall is Simon?
I think he's like 3.5 or 4 feet.
So he's like a
3.5 maybe?
kid size, right?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
like a halfling.
I'm gonna go buy a halfling size robe. After I did you decide what color? And I poke the bag.
I think I like green.
I'm gonna ask for green. Do they have green?
They do.
How much should I deduct?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'll buy like 3 in different colors just because I'm like, I don't know what to do with this shit.
Should we invest in like a magic robe or something? Something for like invisibility?
Oh man.
I don't have a magic robe.
I know,
Sounds
right? Simon's
friggin'
getting
cool, though.
decked out more before all of us.
I'm buying like, I mean, they're like fucking bathrobes too.
Maybe a hat to go with it, or a mask.
So normal sized robe is a gold piece, so we'll say 5 silver.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 2 gold pieces. So I'm gonna get a robe, and then I'll get some, like a beanie hat. I don't know.
Okay, sure.
Okay, I've purchased, and I'm.
You make him look like Eric Cartman from South Park.
Oh my god!
Perfect.
If he starts saying "respect my authority," I will totally respect it.
And I went with Panoply to the market, and I wanted to pick up some incense, herbs, and charcoal.
All right, how much are you looking for?
I'm gonna get 50 gold worth of that.
I pay for it.
No. I'm not there, but I would say
No.
party funds.
I don't know. Let me just see what we have the party fund. Yeah, we have enough for just party fund for that, but it's okay. She's my owl. I
She
can pay for
helps all of us though,
Yeah.
so many times.
I just like shove him aside, like he tries to talk, and I'm just pushing him. Good luck out pushing me, by the way.
So 50 gold pieces of stuff. Turksine pushed you.
it's on now.
Roll initiative.
Is that athletics? Do I have a bonus to that?
Just do a strength check.
Okay. Shit! Trip over my own feet, my own tail.
Like a commoner walks by and like, oh, watch where you're going.
I mean, there's so much more we could spend party funds on. Are you absolutely positive?
Yeah. Like, you realize I don't, like, what do I, look at me. I'm not buying myself robes.
Okay. And Turxian will take 50 out of the party fund. Actually, if it's going on the party fund, he's only going to take 20 out of it for that. So minus 20 party fund for charcoal. And then he's also going to stock up on some additional spell scribing components just while he's here.
All right, how much are you looking for?
For those, I'm just going to get another 100. If they have that many.
Roll an investigation check. Yeah, you do some scouting around the market and find a place that has what you need.
Great. So, take that. Alright, and I think that's all I needed.
All right, where are you guys going now?
If we're splitting up, kind of walk over to the notice board and see if there's anything new popping up. And I'm assuming either everybody's done doing their own thing, we'll all meet up at the inn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Mr. Simon in your bag?
Yes, until Panoply delivers the stuff.
Okay. You go up to the notice board and there are new things on there.
Let's check that out.
There's still the same old post of some guy that needs some rats killed. He's upped it to 5 gold.
Wow.
He seems pretty desperate, some sort of infestation. But the stuff that you're probably a little bit more interested in. There's a wanted poster on there. And it's written in very proper writing. And it's for a wanted practitioner of the arcane arts named Egrith Runai. And it's for 500 gold. It says to speak to Consul Burke Fenador of the nation of Prospero. There's another one on there that is written in very blocky common, like all caps, very hard edges. And it starts with dwarves on strike. Need help at mine. Something about creepy monsters. And written at the bottom in much more fine print, as in smaller print, it says, 300 gold reward, and a set of splint mail. In brackets, dwarven made, so you know it's good.
Good details.
There's still the post from the hunting guild. You know, if hunting mystical creatures is for you, that sort of flowery language. There's another one. It's written in like horrible scratchy writing, and it says something about draconians in the hills. It's almost unreadable, but it essentially says to go meet a dragonborn named Ebdumiel.
Got all that, Kym?
I did. And I'll take down each notice, leaving the rat one up still. And the hunting monsters one as well.
Okay, yeah, that's like the same one that you saw before from the Society of the Obsidian Hunt. What all would you like to do?
I'm chilling at the tavern.
I will go back to the tavern and nod at Kym as I see him coming back from the notice board. And then I'm assuming we're getting rooms. Are we getting rooms, guys? For a room for tonight?
It's still noon. We just woke up.
I need a room.
Yeah, let's get a room. Same in.
What's the gold price per night?
It is...
Refresh to see if I get my tokens back.
For a double room, it is 8 silver pieces per night per double room.
Fork it over
And
and
then
Kym, come
to
upstairs
stable the
now.
horses is 1 silver piece per horse per day.
I think Turksine and Urban to deal with the horses.
And the rooms are bigger than what we were staying in before, right?
Yeah, they are double rooms. Well, I mean, they're technically the same, but it's a different part.
It got dark.
So I drag Kym upstairs and I present Simon with his robes. Here, I got you 3 different colors, including a green one. Here's this hat. So you will not be so recognizable.
Where are the double rooms?
That's one of them.
Okay. I'll wait for Panoply to come up here.
I don't know where I am. Drag
I'm
me
just
DM.
randomly entering rooms in the inn. Hello there. Nobody's here.
Please tell me you walk into a room with an undressing person.
That's a bathroom.
Yep, so that'll be one of your rooms, and that's the other one.
I'm over here.
I don't know where I am.
You'd have to go upstairs. Oh, Panoply's outside.
Oh god, is that where I can't see myself? Jeez.
I had to refresh to get my token. I think the other people did too. It worked fine though after the refresh.
But, okay, so you give, Simon some clothes to make him look interesting.
Not interesting. Unrecognizable. Or less suspicious.
Take a little charcoal and paint a mustache on him.
Kids don't have mustaches.
Less suspicious.
I mean,
Perfect.
short people have mustaches sometimes. Some halflings, some dwarves.
We.
I had a goatee.
After you book rooms for the night, what all are you interested in doing?
We
I-
could sit together and talk.
I would eventually like to find Captain Stump Kettleby and see how he's doing.
That guy's so weird though.
But we can at least get more information on what happened in Kasoria and figure out what's really going on.
That's true.
And possibly find a way back home, see if we can get back there. Is it safe for us? Has he heard anything?
He disappeared before we did.
I imagine Tirxian, the same as me, is curious about your backstory or Stump Gettleby.
Do you want to tell him, Kaim?
Let me go downstairs to the bar and meet you guys.
You notice the bar is overly packed with dwarves.
Hey, I'm.
Yes.
Remember what I said about that sword, right?
I'm gonna go back upstairs. And I am going to unequip the longsword and put it under the sheets.
Okay.
Why am I always lost in this inn? Okay.
Oh, is that the glowy thing?
What glowy thing?
The sword? Something? I don't know. There's some of the dwarves.
It's a dwarf killer.
Remember in the caves, the sword I picked up?
Yeah, yeah.
It had runes or something on it, and it said hold on, let me find it.
Something anti-dwarvish, right?
It had it's an elven sword, and it's not really friendly with doors.
Oh, hi.
Um,
Who's this?
The barmaid continuously makes rounds.
Can I look around and see how many doors are around?
Yeah, there's, easily a dozen in here.
I order breakfast for all of us and some drinks.
Do any of them stand out like dominant or in a leader or anything?
Yeah.
I'd like to buy that person a mead or some kind of ale.
Okay. The barmaid says, I'd recommend a good mead.
Yeah, how much that going to be?
Well, how about let's just pick everything up. Just get drinks for all of us, food for all of us, and then get a drink for whoever you're going to give one to.
I mean, it's
5
4
drinks,
copper
too.
for a mug or 2 silver pieces for basically a gallon.
Let's do a gallon.
Sounds good.
Now, your rooms come with a hot meal and breakfast.
Perfect.
Not really breakfast time right now, but I can give you a hot meal.
Yeah, lunch would be great, and a gallon of mead.
All right, I'll prepare that, and she sends over mead to the. Well, it's a dwarf who. All the dwarves are wearing armor of some sort, but the one that you identify is maybe a little bit more interesting than the rest. He, for one, looks very dirty. And dirty, I mean like soot and sweat and a lot of dust on his armor. Looks like he probably just came out of the mine.
Great, ask him about the notice board information as well.
Exactly what I was thinking.
All
Which,
right.
by the way, I would have updated everybody on the notice board stuff I took.
All right, just whoever wants to just make a charisma check with advantage.
Not it.
As you bottom some
Drinking in the corner,
drinks.
looking at the table.
All right. He introduces himself as Berold Skeldwick, engineer for the Dwarven Miners. Says he works under the foreman Dresk Turnbreck, a well-renowned retired dwarf soldier. They run the Aethermote mine in town. But he tells you ran into a problem today. Bunch of the miners and, well, helpful hands decided they're not going deep anymore. I guess one of the helpful hands, well, let's just say he doesn't have hands anymore. Something about a big scary monster down there.
Any idea on what kind of monster?
Not at all.
I will drink to that.
I mean, all he said was purple. Like a 4-legged, part humanoid, part dragonoid, purple monster. Doesn't ring a bell to me, and he like slams down an entire mug of ale of mead.
So, you and your folks are all from the mines?
Well, we're not from the mines, but we do mine the mines. I mean, we're from far away, but we make this place our home. Laid claim to the Aethermote mine a couple decades ago, and it's been good business. Every once in a while, weird things happen, and unfortunately, right above the mine is the amphitheater. Some weird folk that go and hang around that area. Be nice if they kinda, moved it.
That they're all together.
Yeah, why the hell do you have it on top of a mine? Seems stupid to me.
That'll be a tough feat to achieve.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're not dwarves, so anything is tough for them to achieve.
Nice.
Well, I tell you, it's this could be a problem. This purple thing. He just kind of like stares at the fire for a moment.
So my friends and I here, we could probably help you out with that.
He looks over at you all. Really? Like, think you can kill it?
Pretty sure we can.
Well, you saw the notice board. I mean, if you can read. 300 gold. Suit of a splint mail. I didn't make it, but, well, Chroma Steel Ale is he was once a knight of the Mithril Shield. It's, some prestigious group of dwarves in service of the king a long time ago, but he's retired now too. But he's good with the hammer, and every once in a while makes some mighty fine armor. I mean, looks like it'd be a little bit better than the armor you're wearing right now.
If he could recommend or upgrade what I got right now, I'll be more than happy to help him out.
Is Kym drooling right now?
He is.
Yeah, I mean, I think the armor alone is worth a couple hundred gold or something like that. I don't really do the finances. I'm an engineer, so I'll make sure the mine doesn't collapse.
Do you know if there were any dwarves here that actually saw this creature?
Nope.
From what we've heard so far, would I have any inkling as to what it might be?
You could roll a God knows what check.
Donna? History?
Like, sure, an history check. Nope.
Cool.
You might be able to
mean-
go check with the Obsidian Hunt and see if they have any information.
Like a four-legged body that's part humanoid almost sounds like a centaur, but those things don't go in mines.
Or are
And they
purple.
don't look like... Yeah, they're normally not purple, and they normally don't look like dragons. He looks at you, I mean... There are a couple hired hands down there, and they came screaming back to the dwarves, and... Yeah, well, I mean, you didn't have hands anymore. No, I don't think that one made it. Well, that'd be pretty bad if he didn't make it. Might be some, like, union problems there.
We'll head over to the mine and check it out. Do you need any anything specific as for proof that we've done it?
I mean, probably, like, bring back the monster. Dead.
Might be too heavy for us to drag all the way back to town. I don't know, I'm just assuming that this thing is huge.
Well, I mean, you don't have to bring it back to town. I mean, the mine's in town.
So is nobody going into the mine at all right now?
But none of the hired hands, I mean, the dwarves, some of them are staying on the first level, but they refuse to go down further. I mean, I guess when, like, a guy comes up screaming with, stumps his arms, kind of turns everybody off of the workday, and they decided, drink sounds better.
Mine open at any time of the day?
Yeah, whenever we feel like it.
Is it dark down there? Like, you don't have lights all over, right?
We have some light, but, I mean, mines are dark. You ever been in a mine before?
Been in a cave?
Sure. I mean, like a cave is natural, and a mine, you'd support it and everything, and hopes that it doesn't collapse on you. I mean, dwarven made mines, they're the best. Human mines, dear. I mean, I don't know how anybody goes in those things and feels like they're not gonna die.
Can you hunt whatever's in your mine without? Do you have to get a permit from the obsidian guys?
No, it's our mine. Like,
Okay.
those weird, crazy, whatever races of creatures those are, they can fuck off of our mine. Permit to kill something in my own mine. What's the world coming to?
So there is a permit for it.
No! Well, it's not my mine, it's our mine. The permit to kill it is me giving you not me, but us giving you 300 gold and a thing of splint mail.
Perfect. Well, I think you've answered all of our questions. You'll probably expect us down there, delivering the head of the beast to you at any time.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, can we let the poor man go?
Yeah.
Well, while everybody's here, since we're talking, did you guys fill us in a little bit about Mr. Stump Gettleby, or is that something you're still keeping yourself?
I look at Kime.
There's not really much to him. He was the one that originally hired us back in Kasuria.
This is back in the place you were before you were sucked through a portal.
Yeah, he went missing, right? So
Missing, or he ran away, but he was gone.
and then we went out looking, and there were some other guys, a couple other guys, like in a mercenary group, and they screamed and they were dead, so we took them back to town, but they were weirdly cold, and then they popped up as dead things.
Wow. Sounds like these cold dead things have been following you guys around for a while. No? Okay. Were you interested in looking for him? We ask the barmaid if she's seen him.
Sure.
Well, if you guys care. I don't need to be looking for people if you're not.
Yeah, so
I mean, we should check in. It's just I just think it is the weirdest thing he's here. Like, I mean, I guess he could have come through the same portal.
he did say that the same thing that was happening here happened in Kasuria.
And he said he took an airship too, right?
Yeah,
So you guys were curious about how much an airship would cost. Seems like
Oh,
you can
that's
kill
true.
multiple birds with, the one proverbial stone. If just go talk to him.
It's at that moment that Turksine remembers that Gilfie is dead.
No, he remembers. And she's not dead. She's just in the Feywild or Feyplane.
On vacation.
Yeah.
and just so that we don't have anything hanging over us, have we heard anything from our two lovely ladies that are very...
Creepy.
They said that they'd find us.
I guess.
But yeah, if you guys want to go hunt him down, Don't know how much use I'll be. I'll probably just stay here and go read and work on some spells.
Okay. This is getting kind of crowded in here anyway, Kime.
Yeah, let's get out of here and look for him.
Right. The barmaid does tell you that she's never heard of the guy and hasn't seen anybody that meets his description that's come through this inn.
We could just go to all the inns, I guess, and check.
So Turxian's scribing spells.
Yeah, he's gonna spend an hour if they're gone that long, getting Gilfy, and then he's probably gonna read some more too.
Can I watch?
Of course. That's why I came in here, so I could hang out with you.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, someday we're gonna have to share some books. I think you brought some from where you were staying, right? Your library?
Yes, I have been studying notes and books.
Well, maybe sometime we can trade, and I can take a look at those, and maybe we can compare notes.
That sounds great.
Fantastic. I have a few here. You want are you interested in the history of Prospero or the findings and teachings of Prospero? I have this encyclopedia of Constructia. You can learn all about constructs.
That one sounds useful.
Great. I Turxian will pass him that one and start reading whatever Simon trades him for it.
He gives you some, like, notes. And make just an intelligence check. Glancing through the notes, these notes seem to be about creating sentient life in the semi-intelligent model, and there's like numbers to them, 1 through 19.
So essentially just notes on how Simon was created.
Yep.
That's great.
There's get the inkling that he's not just like an AI by perhaps, based off of that role.
Do the notes say anything about um, whether he was created using the souls of any of the corpses that we found down there? Is that like a component to his creation?
On these notes, it doesn't say, but there's mention of a soul stone,
Okay.
or a stone that contains the soul.
Great.
What is Arvin doing while Kime and Panoply go look for Mr. Stump?
I'm just enjoying the company at the tavern.
Okay, so I'll come back to you. Kime and Panoply, you can roll like investigation checks or persuasion checks to try to find Mr. Stump Gettleby.
I am letting Kime doing like all the talking essentially. Panoply is just going around town as fast as possible and darting in and looking.
Okay. Panoply could also roll a survival check if you want.
I hate town.
You notice Kime is like getting into an argument with somebody. Panoply, you're going around town. It's uncomfortable, and you're just not having any luck. And you two basically come up cold, unable to find him.
This is stupid, Kime.
All
What-
right.
I mean, it's a good
Arvin, make a
idea, but
perception check while they do that.
You bet. I'm mildly perceptive.
I mean, you notice this bar is mostly dwarves. They're talking about the Aethermote mine and just general grumblings about the like religious gatherings that happen up in the amphitheater. Panoply and Kime, after a while, you realize that you've come up empty, and this is just not going anywhere.
I think we'll probably just head back into the inn and
hey,
figure-
do you still have one of those papers? Like from the mine?
What do you mean?
Like that notice.
Oh, from the notice board? Yes.
Is it blank on the reverse side?
Yeah.
Panoply literally like takes it in, takes a piece of charcoal and writes on the back, Stump Gettleby, we're at, what is the name of this inn? The
Hungry
Um,
Lion.
This inn is the Feldenglatt Tavern.
Feldenglatt Tavern. And I like just put Panoply and Kime at the bottom. And I stick
Okay.
it on that notice board.
Are you trying to hide
Sounds
from
good.
anybody before you throw
Yeah.
that up there?
No.
Okay, just double checking. All right.
Turksine, they're gone for about an hour and a half, so what all do you want to accomplish in that hour and a half?
It's going to take me a whole hour just to resummon Gylfie, and then the other half hour I'm just looking at those notes about Simon.
Sounds good. Alright, so you all reconvene together. No Stump Gettleby in hand. What all would you like to do?
I don't think we're going to be able to convince Kime of anything other than heading to the mines so he can outfit himself in some better armor.
Hey, it's not all about me. If you guys want to do something else, I'm fine.
No,
But
I
if we
would
do
I mean,
head,
we could do that right now.
if we
I
do
still
head to
wouldn't
the
mind like
mine,
hunting that moose.
No, I'd be interested in heading to the mine too.
Should we check with the hunting guild to see if there's a
No.
Okay. Did your
Turxian, there's a knock on your door.
Who is it?
You hear a very. It is a familiar voice, very neutral voice. Respond. The ambassadors from the Volek state wish to discuss matters with you.
Turxian will motion for Simon to walk over and hide in the corner so he can't be seen from the door. Turxian will open the door and step out.
Alright, you see. Ah, shoot. This individual looks like a male, has a mask covering half the face, cowl, and cloak. Looks at you. My name is Saad. I have come from Sabira and Talim and Erfaniazes. They know you are back in town and wish to speak to you.
Sure. Where should I meet them?
They say the same safe house that you went to before.
Great. I will grab my friends and head over there as soon as they get back.
Okay.
Thank you.
The individual walks away. And for all of you downstairs, you see a dwarf walk down the stairs.
Nothing unusual.
Hey, Simon. We're gonna go head out for a little bit. We'll be back though. Do you want another one of my books for while I'm gone?
Simon looks at you. Yes, that would be preferable.
Great. And Tirxian will pull out the Aethermote a study and leave that with him before leaving the room and heading back downstairs.
Okay. I think it's the other direction.
Yep, same thing happened to me.
Hey, remember how you guys were just saying, asking about the ambassadors? Well, sounds like they want us to come back over. This weird guy just was upstairs, came knocked on the door, and asked for us to go meet them again.
What do you mean, weird guy? We've been sitting here by the
See
door and haven't
anybody.
seen a weird guy.
Yeah, I mean, he was pale, kind of androgynous, but yeah, he just walked down the stairs just before me.
And
Interesting.
nobody came down except for a dwarf.
That's weird. I saw him go downstairs. Okay,
Are the ladies
well,
town hall?
no, they have that house. We met them last time.
And did they ask for you or all of us?
I told them I was going to bring you guys with me, so He didn't seem to have a problem with it.
Well, guys, do you want to head there first?
I mean, yeah, then we can go to the mine. Are you okay going to the mine and killing a monster after that, Turksian?
Kirsten just snaps his fingers and Gilfy peers on his shoulder. Yeah, I think
Hey,
we're ready to go.
welcome back, Gilfy. Yeah, let's head out. Do we need to get horses, or we're just gonna huff it there?
That's in town.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget if it's on the screen or the next.
I don't have the safe house built.
Okay.
We will go here.
It's so sneaky, it's not even there.
Maybe it's a dwarf.
So you all head to meet the two ambassadors.
Yes.
Yeah.
They greet you in their peculiar and off-putting way. It's like a very lacking emotion. I see Saad delivered our message. You aren't too hard to find when you're in town.
Were you trying to find us before we got back?
Yes, we seem to receive word that you're in town a little too late, as you all seem to be busy.
What do you mean too late? Did something happen?
Oh no, we just would like to catch up with you in the last time you came into town and then left almost immediately.
Yep.
Yes.
We left to deal with a cold case.
Yes, rather peculiar occurrences outside of town. A little bit more to that than meets the eye, it seems.
Well, you're not wrong. Yeah. Went and figured it out. Should not be any more troubles there.
Perhaps.
What do you know about it?
Well, undead beings don't just rise and create mayhem like that for no apparent reason. While you might have completed that case, it's a matter of what was the higher being driving this forward.
Insightful. Definitely have to keep an ear out for if we hear anything.
Yes, I would. It is peculiar, but that is not why we called you here. There seems to be an accomplice of Dr. Thoroughly Crolius that a certain group has interest in, and I don't know the timetable of it, but we would like to ensure that this individual does not fall into the hands of the nation of Prospero.
Would
To
you
need
mind?
him.
Would you mind telling us why?
The knowledge that this individual knows would make him very highly sought after by the Venandi of the nation of Prospero. Basically meaning his life would be forfeit after a much grueling interrogation.
So you need somebody extracted?
Well, perhaps. Extracted or killed. Either way, so that the nation of Prospero can't get their hands on this individual.
Oh, I thought you were working with Dr. Thurbius Crowley. Now you're seeking to assassinate other compatriots in that regard?
Assassinate is a rather harsh word in this instance, more like protecting assets from falling into the hands of those who should not have them. I can understand your hesitation there, but if an asset were to fall into the hands of the nation of Prospero, they would be begging for death as opposed to the interrogation by the Venandi, a rather ruthless group, well, let's just call them seekers of the nation.
Do you know where this person is now?
We have ideas. We have also scouted out the, I guess we shall call it, secret lab of Dr. Thurley Crolius. Garnered a little information. I believe that Erethrunai and we shall call it a factory, is just south of the Nahujan Pass in the mountains that way. For reasons I do not wish to give you the exact location without understanding a little bit more about you. But let's just say that if you were to be interested, that we can add 50% on top of what the nation of Prospero is rewarding for the capture or death of Erethrunai, whichever you prefer, as long as this person doesn't fall into the hands of the nation of Prospero.
He's not worth more to you alive to continue your research or whatever you were doing?
Okay, you bring him back alive, 800 gold.
Do you have a timeline on when this needs to be completed?
Before the nation of Prospero gets their hands on him.
I actually have the the, the bounty for that. So technically, nobody else should be looking for it. I think I took the only bounty that was on the notice board.
I
Well,
mean,
that was
people can remember bounties.
Plus, I'll just write another one.
plus that's just the bounty board here, as we aren't in the nation of Prospero right now. So there's probably bounties up in other towns.
And there are more than one board within town. Each gate has one, the town center has one, the dwarves have their own. We keep an eye on these things.
So I'm assuming we go talk to Urk Fenador and see if we can go find him.
Yeah, I suppose, just... It would be beneficial if this conversation was not brought up.
Who was it? A member of the nation of Prospero who posted that? Do you know?
Yes, Consul Berkfenador is the leader of the military operation for the nation of Prospero in Nighthallow. He does have one theoretical superior, the Law Mage. But the Law Mage is not technically part of the military. The Law Mage works for the Venandi, the Seekers of the nation of Prospero. I wouldn't recommend getting too involved with that group.
We already had a small run-in with him when we first arrived at Nighthallow. I'm not a huge fan of him.
Neither are we. I guess that gives us something in common.
Well, I mean, if we go talk to him, he may have a little bit more information than we've gathered now, but that also may put us on his radar. If we're trying to do the job that he's asking for, but we don't want to do it for him, might make it put ourselves a little bit more at risk if we even let him know we're interested.
We could ask and then just go do the thing in the mines, and then maybe it would look like we're just choosing the most lucrative.
Personally, I think having him know that we're looking for them might buy us a not favor, but a pass if we run into the nation of Prospero and we just say we're doing a job for them.
I mean, we're just considering notices, right? I'm a bad liar, but maybe some of you guys are better. I don't talk a lot anyway.
I don't know. I don't know if I really want to have anything to do with them personally. I don't know if we even want to be on their radar.
Well, I can guarantee that if you're not careful with your companion that you bring about with you, that you will definitely be on the radar of the Law Mage Melcadia Saren.
Know about our
That's
companion?
You catch the briefest smirk and tiniest chuckle from this individual. We have eyes. You don't see them, but we have eyes.
Is there anything you can tell us about him?
We know he belongs to Dr. Thurbly Crolius, but other than that, at the moment, no. Other than a construct that seems to be of a sentient mind would be of the utmost interest to Sir Saren.
so I know you've obviously noticed. It seems you've been keeping a close eye on us since we first met. Have we been obvious with him? Was this something we should be worried that other people would have noticed?
I don't think it is obvious to those who are not looking.
There's a relief at
We've
least.
known about this thing being missing. Anywho, our meeting has come to an end. I do not wish to accidentally have eyes come across this meeting, so if you decide to take our offer, there'll be an individual 5 miles east of Nighthallow that can take you further into the mountains in the south of the Nahujan Pass and help you with this.
Great.
When or how long will that person be there?
You won't have to worry about that. We can track your movements.
I would like to insight check that statement.
Okay.
I have a little hunter's pride here. Come on.
It's hard to read.
God damn it. These people are all like Thibaud.
Alright, well, I guess we should get going. We'll consider your offer.
Yes. Thank you again.
They just nod. The door opens and a gruff-looking dwarf lets you out.
Cam will walk out with a stride, elbows Arvin. Did you see that? I made her smile.
Yeah, she was probably looking at my face though.
Probably.
And with that, I think we will end today's session.
Oh man.
Right.